who want to hear them. I am having a big task. The big task is I am chairing the session. Normally, a person who should chair the session should have at least equal status of the people who are the participant. But the companies here who are represented are far larger than my company. So help me God. I am very thankful to Nidhi to giving me this opportunity to chair the session of the machine builders. We have to manage the time now because we are already late. I will not take too many words of you. I will too much time from you. I will introduce each speaker individually when they are participating, and that's for them to go on. Thank you. Bye. So I invite you now, Mr. Markus from Brückner. As all of you would know, Brückner is absolute world leader in terms of biaxially oriented stretch films, a company which has a near monopoly situation in the world. Mr. Markus is a diploma engineer with 35 years with Brückner, worked in engineering, sales and marketing department as director, and has now been given a very tough task, which is heading the service for Brückner, employing 200 people. I met him. I was extremely impressed. And when he told me about his history, the movement of his career, I felt that he is being trained to be the CEO of the Brückner. I wish him best. Dr. Markus.
Thank you, Alok, for this very, very kind introduction. So now this is the last speaker's corner, the German corner. We are closing up. The landing of the moon has been already said today, but the congratulation comes from 80 million Germans to you. Congratulations on that. Sorry.
Thank you, sir.
And the second, you've been also very sportive meanwhile. Niraj has won the Spear World Championship, a remarkable adventure as well. Congratulations. So what I'm talking about, where I'm pointing that stuff. I'm supposed to talk about BOPE, polyethylene. It was discussed today and was mentioned today from the speaker one all the way to even the speakers we have heard. So why we are talking about that today? It's about this. Of course, it goes about economy, but it goes about ecologically. And by the way, it would be great. Can I have the slides here somewhere? It all matters for all our future, but the waste reduction comes here. Circular economy, circularity has been mentioned today widely, and I would like to push on that factor as well. So let's go a bit into it. I think one of my predecessor speakers have been already mentioning the laws. What is out there politically? And we have a very, very tough law in Europe. In Europe, it's part of the Going Green Deal, which brings Europe into
a more sustainable life. And this is really a good message for us, because I think, and we heard it a lot of the times today, we can only work jointly together in order to achieve more sustainability in our industry. So we understand that everybody is looking for more sustainability, but today, especially in developing countries, in order to improve sustainability and also the costs associated with this kind of film and packaging. Today I would like to focus on three main topics. I would like to talk about cast film solutions, where we would like to focus on single-family PP structures, also with barrier functions. I would like to secondly talk about blown film solutions, especially MDO applications, where we would like to focus on PE structures, also with barrier functions. And thirdly, I would like to focus on rotogravure printing technology, because we at W&H think that rotogravure printing technology can really give us an edge in terms of sustainability. So starting with cast film applications, we introduced for the K-Show last year a high barrier PP pouch, which you can see here. This is really a nice application for monomaterial usage.
Event. Yeah. I would like to... Sure. Yes, it works. Yeah. I want to start my presentation with some words about challenges for customer, means our customers as a machine supplier, means all the film producers and converters. I guess you already know about the challenges, so I just want to name a few. Profitability, yeah, I think I don't have to say anything about this. This is maybe the major challenge to keep profitable in times like this. There's also some cost pressure, you know, material prices, labor costs, energy prices. So, yeah, there has been just recently the cost spiral is going on. On the other hand, there are as well, permanently changing product requirements from the customer, from the environment. Delivery capacity might be a challenge. So yeah, you start with a customer, things are going well, you are growing with the customer, and then you need some more capacity. How to handle this? And last but not least, we heard a lot about this already today. There is, in different areas of the world, there is some uncertainty about legal requirements. And as you all know, legal requirements are a poison for investment. As long as you don't know in which direction the requirements are going, it's really difficult to invest in the right machinery. And therefore, my topic for today's presentation is flexibility. What can we as a machine supplier provide for Europe's success? Requirements for...
I want to congratulate NIDI and the Light Plus team for the organization and for making years after years this get-together becoming bigger and more interesting. It is the 10th anniversary, and I'm proud to say that since the very first edition we've been part of this progress. The agenda of our presentation is going to be covering few words about who is Colines, a quick market outlook covering some of the main drivers, challenges and trends, so to focus on the proprietary technologies that Colines has developed to get the most sustainable and economic films for your daily production. Colines is a privately owned company engineering and manufacturing extrusion lines and converting machines, including own software and automation facility, and granting service center in India through high-tech company of Mr. Engineer. Colines boasts on 8 manufacturing units, covering an overall production area of 65,000 square meters, specifically dedicated up to the testing of each machine to be delivered. And recently, it has been inaugurated also the new division, Engineering and Manufacturing, complete blown film lines. Plastic was the largest segment of the market of the flexible packaging that are mainly made of plastic, paper and aluminium. And according to the forecast, it will continue to be the largest segment of the market also in 2027. It is expected to grow at a rate of about 12% between 2022 and 2027. The historical data saw a constant growth of the compartment, up to reaching almost $17 billion as per last year figures.
So my name is Benjamin Pott. I'm the area sales manager for flat film business. And here's my colleague, Mr. Vladislav Smirnov from the blown film department.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for inviting us today. Thank you, Mr. Lohia, for introducing us. Earlier, this is going to be the last session, and earlier we were joking that those of you who survived until this very moment, they're really interested in what we have to present. So we'll try not to disappoint you and make these 20 minutes valuable for you.
Yeah, today we're going to browse through solution on sustainable barrier films and cast and blown with and without the MDO, show you different technologies and applications. But first of all, who we are. We are from Reifenhäuser. We are one of the largest extrusion manufacturers in the world, serving different markets, from blown film lines, cast sheet and coating lines, non-wovens, as well as the component business where we are the only ones producing the core components in an extrusion line, from the barrels, screws, extruders, feed blocks and dies, all by ourselves. We are serving different markets, from the consumer packaging, hygiene application, industrial packaging, as well as medical film. And I can only recommend, if you have the chance, please come to our headquarters in Troisdorf, where you can see our lab center line where we serve all these applications. We have an 11-layer barrier cast line with an MDO equipped, 2 blown film lines, a PP barrier sheet lines and non-woven. We have everything there. So please come and visit us in Troisdorf. So let's go to the topic of recyclability. Vlad, what is going on there?
Yeah. So why recyclability is so important? Well, partly because the EU Commission published the proposal for packaging and packaging waste regulation. So Article 6 defines what is recyclable packaging. So packaging has to be recyclable according to European Union regulations by 2030. And they implement 2-stage approach. So by 2030, packaging must meet design for recycling criteria. And from 2035, packaging must be additionally effectively collected, sorted, and recovered, recycled at scale. So they introduced the different grades for the recyclability. So from A to E, and it should be either not less than 95%, which is class A, and class E is not less than 70%. So according to these, the very common flexible packaging now, which is laminate of PET and PO films, belongs to E-class, which has to be banned from 2030. Yeah? That's why laminate of PE or PP films will belong to class A, which is fully recyclable, and the one which contains less than 5% of EVOH will belong to class B, which is less than, more than 90% recyclable. Benjamin, please tell us a few words on packaging design for recyclability.
Yeah, so when we come to the packaging design, it's very important that we have a broad through the different application. So we have application containing no barrier. We have application with low barrier functionality, where we have, for example, an EVOH more to the outer layer. For example, for detergent and dry wet food, as well as hygiene. Then we have the medium barrier, where we have the EVOH more to the inside of the product. And then we have the high barrier demand. So these are the different applications where we go through now. So Vlad, tell me, what is happening in the blown film?
Yeah, we started our journey when we first designed the packaging with replacing BOPET with MDO PE. And initially, it has no barrier at all. So as you can see on this slide, for the sealant film was a standard blown polyolefin film, and for the reverse printed film we used MDO PE film. And this was also a commercial success because this packaging was made for Amazon for dog treats. Yeah, and as you can see here, it has a 70 micron ultra flat PE film for sealing, which is MDO film, and then, which is not MDO film, which is lamination film, and top film is ultra stretch PE film, 23 microns. And the real success was to run it at